Okay, Hillis, we're live, buddy. How are you?
I'm good. It's Monday and it's the beginning and ending of all things.
Beginning and ending of all things. That's amazing too. So, hey, buddy. Hey, everybody. How you doing out there? It's good to see you. We're doing a live here today. Myself and my good brother Hillis. And we are really going to be talking about some really the ascension phenomenon that's happening right now for so many people. So, Hillis and I have been experiencing some things that we wanted to share with you, and you'll hear firsthand from Hillis about his experiences also, and also get to learn more about him, and how you can find out about how to connect with him. But we do have a link to scrolling on below, so you can get a vibe for what we're talking about. But in today's world, we are getting a lot of people right now talking about ascension, and they're talking about Hillis ascension symptoms. They're talking about trying to get to the 5D, and there's just so much knowledge but no real action, right? So there's not been a lot of people that have, people are still struggling with that breakthrough, and it appears to be until now, right? So I want to thank you for coming on to sharing your experience with it. But you and I have actually over the last couple of months, and really been testing some things that could be helping people along the way, and kind of being the guinea pigs in essence, right? For it
Yeah.
to help people out. But we are talking about the ASEA phenomenon that everybody's talking about. I personally have been using it for a while. I've had some amazing breakthroughs. Hillis has too. So we wanted to bring him on here. Hillis, thank you again. Tell us about your experience with it, and what you're doing, because we are talking about the ASEA phenomenon, and then really, again, to help really activate people and what it's doing for people. What has it been doing for you? What's been your experience so far?
So, AJ, thank you so much for having me on and allowing me to share my experience with other people. And this is the first tangible product that I've ever used, that really gets into the body to really help the body to really move it. And so, one of the things that I've been experiencing being a healer is that the acceleration, the quickness in which this works. Other products you have to use, multiple times to really get it into your system. But then again, I have a good, healthy foundation first. But what I've noticed right off is the amount of energy that I have, the quality of sleep that I have is really good. But on a spiritual level, on a holistic level, in the cells of the body, it's like the energy is being cracked open. There's other layers of the DNA, there's other layers of the cellular structure, other layers of the telomeres and stem cells that are being activated in the body. And it really is a phenomenal experience because when I sit in meditation or when I talk to it, because I talk to it before I have my 2 ounces or 4 ounces in the morning, it's really in that space of intention that I'm connected with the frequency that it emits to allow myself to be the vessel to be of service for other people. And that's, I think, where the true energy of it is for you to step into a new space to be of service and to help other people.
You talk about the first tangible thing, and I think that's where we're out here today, because there's a real measurable thing here, everybody. There's a real tangible experience here. I put a comment here from Linda. I'm feeling so great on ASEA after only 1.5 weeks,
Yeah.
and I have several different medical issues. That's a common thing over and over and over again. Disclaimer on the front end. It's not intended to replace any medical, legal, or financial advice. Please
Yeah.
proceed on your own. So, but anyway, that being said, look at what's happening, man. You're getting it this there. Did you ever think that we'd actually see something like this, man? That we've been talking about it for years, but did you ever think that, hey, we'd be actually seeing something that was doing that? Because there's not only just the medical things that people are talking about, but there's a real spiritual element that's happening.
Yeah, and honestly, I didn't think I would see it so soon in my lifetime. I mean, granted, I'm like in my mid 40s. I wouldn't think I would see that for at least another 20 years, to be perfectly honest. And now to have that here present, and I just want to stress to people, I'm an energy practitioner and I work with energy in a non physical sense. And I see personal transformations in a non energetic form. But having this being a real tangible item, a space the way you can actually measure how you feel in the body, and outside of the body, and how everything is working on multiple levels, in the spiritual space and the non-spiritual space, and the cohesion in that's where the beauty begins. And I think the reason why there's such cohesion in it is because of the integrity behind the company. Because I read, in my research initially when I started, looking into this, because I just don't take anything. What I read was about the purpose behind it, and the purpose behind this was to create a product to help people with autoimmune disorders and autoimmune diseases. And that made hit home to me. That made a lot of sense to me. That somebody understood that without the immune system, without it performing at its optimal, that you are susceptible to anything from a common cold to a flu virus to cancer. So without this vital piece of you being intact, you shorten your lifespan.
It's if you think about it from the perspective of like what people are going through right now, and again they're feeling again the effects of what's happening with the energy, the ascension flu they call it. I myself personally have noticed the best way for me to have described this tangible feeling that we spoke about is a real. It's almost like a shedding of the old skin or a shedding of the old body. Do you not feel, brother, like it's like, I don't know, man, I feel like I'm new. You know what I mean? Like I got a new, like my spirit has a new car or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm feeling like that. Do you get a sense of that at all?
I do, and it's a bit different for me. Reason being is because I've gone through the energetic process of letting go what no longer serves me in the energetic space, and sometimes the physical takes time to catch up with the spiritual. So there's that lag time. But with this, with the proper intention, there's very little lag time for it to catch up. So when you set the intention, when you go through the process, it's like, okay, I feel the shift of my mental state shifting. I feel my anxiety or stress being less. I feel the achiness in my joints because I now have the support that I need both internally in the body, and then it's showing up for me in the external space. And so it's the intertwinement of understanding that the support that we have asked for or prayed for is now showing up if we allow it to show up the way that we asked for it to.
100%. So, I know people are probably wondering, like, what the hell are they even talking about? Like, do you have your bottles right there? You want me to grab mine?
Oh, actually, you know what? I forgot. No, yeah, go get yours.
All right,
Yeah.
you take over the show. I'll be right back in 30 seconds. You keep our guests entertained. I'll be right back.
Yeah, easy. And so with what we were just talking about is really understanding how the cohesion of the lag time and allowing for the energy to catch up. And so with this product, this tangible product that AJ just went to go grab, it's really remarkable and phenomenal in understanding that there is almost no lag time in this. It's like the day or two after you take it, it's like, whoa, what did I just take? It's like you're being revived. And what I like about the science behind it is what Danielle talks about, is that everything that this is already in us. So we're just replenishing and helping our body to make more of it.
Yep. Yeah. So we have you guys all see the streaming right there. It's hillispew.myasea.live. That's where you can check out the site. There's a phone number there to get information. So here's how this works, okay? And here's what we recommend. Number one, go to the site because you're gonna like start familiarizing yourself with it, okay? Because this is a real life changer. But here's what you got. This is the foundation of the rest of your life, possibly, okay? And I really want you to, and I'm being serious by sharing this with you, everybody. But you have this blue bottle that I always often reference as it came from the Palladians, because that's where I think it came from, something like that, right? It's pretty magical. But what you do is you actually drink this, okay? So there's a shot, and it comes with a shot glass. You actually take 2 ounces, or it says to take 2 ounces in the morning and 2 ounces later on in the day. just to really get it right into the system, supercharge it. Right, four 4 ounces in the 4 ounces in the morning, 4 ounces in the daytime, right? So you want to do that. So when you look at this, think in context. Okay, I'm going to take 4 ounces and 4 ounces. You watch what happens to yourself, and how long would you say, if someone, from your experience now, how long would you say, Hillis, if someone were to take 4 ounces in twice a day, to get that measurable, tangible, okay, I'm noticing something and it's not just in my head, how long would you say from your experience?
Probably just a few days, to be honest.
Yeah.
Just a few days. I mean, and I'll be honest with you, because this past weekend I had a book day, book solid. And usually by the end of my day of, back-to-back sessions with clients, I'm like, "Ugh, I'm done. I just veg out for the rest of the day." But no, I did my magic 8 and I was good. I was like, okay, well, let's go. And so it's beautiful because the body is responding to the information that it's receiving. And what's even better, because I'm a sugar fiend. I love my dark chocolate. I love my cookies. And it has helped to curb my cravings because the body
Me
is
too.
getting what it needs. And so
Me
it's like,
too.
okay.
Yeah, I noticed that too about the sugar stuff too, man. I noticed my cravings have definitely gone down on that, which is amazing. That's a
Yeah.
good thing.
Yeah, but what I'm waiting on is this. You probably are seeing some results. I
I
haven't
am,
seen
man.
any yet.
Well, you remember like that day we were on that and we were talking to the scientists about that. It was like, can we rub it on my hair? And she's
Yeah.
like, why not? So I did it. But I will tell you, I've been to the barber twice already since then. And she says there's a noticeable, look at that, man. She says a noticeable difference in my
Yeah,
hair.
I was looking at it earlier and I'm like, okay.
It's growing, man. It's the only thing I'm using. I'm just rubbing. All I'm doing. So what we're referring to here, everybody, is this. It's the actual other part of it. So this is the part that you take inside. This is the same kind of context, if you would, right? But you use it on the outside, so you can direct it to where you want. So I use it on my face. For those of you who want to, reverse back the clock, if you would. And then I use it on my hair like gel, just like gel, and it's good. The consistency of it, it just you don't even know you had it on your hand after a few seconds. So
No, and it's just gone. Well, see, that's probably going to take me a little bit longer because I have 20 years of not having anything up there.
man, like next week, man, it'll be fine.
Yeah,
it's
next week.
it's good though, but the reality, in all seriousness, everybody, it's there is a phenomenon going right now with this ASEA, right? It's a real thing. It's a real
Yeah,
tangible thing. It's a
yeah.
real strong solution for so many people
Oh,
right
yeah.
now. I mean,
Yeah.
there's one after another, like within days, within weeks, but in very short times, that people are coming back and being like, holy smokes, what happened? What did I just get? What am I taking?
Yeah.
And it's a good thing that they're feeling. So, I feel personally it's divinely inspired. I really do. I think this is the thing that's been dropped down to really help us get through the other side of all this. What do you think?
Oh, yeah, definitely. And, I am doing a personal test that I am not going to share just yet. I'm going to see how well this does with the personal illness I have. And so we'll see how that develops over time. And so trust me, if it does what I think it's going to do, you guys will be the first to hear about it, which
That's
I'm
awesome.
super excited.
That's awesome. All right, that's pretty cool, everybody. So the links are scrolling there right now, everybody. So do grab that. We also have it in the description of this video. There's a contact phone number there also. So let me tell you why the phone number is on there, because when you do go to the site, you're going to see a bunch of different stuff, right? So it may make sense for you to reach out to the phone number. There'll be support there that'll help walk you through and answer questions for you as far as, hey, how much do I get? I'm looking for me and my loved one, me and my mate, me and my kids, whatever, or just for myself, or I want it for this or I want it for that. Again, someone to help guide you to make sure that you know what you're getting. But if you have not
Yeah.
right now been at a point in your life where you are feeling a peak performance or in your optimum state, or you don't feel like you're at the best version of yourself, this very well, I believe, is a real solution that's in front of us right now. I really do.
Yeah. And I think what really impressed me is the story that Danielle's personal story, but also too how she was explaining how even an Olympian athletes take this. And I'm
Yeah.
like, what? And so just, just to put it in context, someone who is already at peak performance, already operating at their optimum, still reaches for this, for them to have a quicker recovery time, for them to stay at their optimal level. And so it's not just, oh, woe is me, I'm not feeling great about myself, and I want to feel better. No, this is actually for everybody. I
Yeah.
mean, it's in the it's been almost 3 weeks, almost going on a month now for me, in
That's amazing.
falling in love with this product. I mean, and I don't say that lightly, because I don't endorse anything. I don't, I've been one of those people who gone on this journey of my personal health and to find what works for me. And once I find something, I kind of stick with it. And so when I find something that's really amazing, such as this, you got me hooked.
Well, everybody, you're hearing this for yourself. We wanted to come out and share this with you. Do your own research on it, of course, but the links are in the description below. Do check it out. So, Hillis, on another note, as far as you helping people with Ascension, you got some courses coming up on the Ascended Masters, yeah?
Yeah, I have I just finished my one about transmuting insecurity into confidence. And the reason for that is because, being connected into the collective energy, is that there's a lot of insecurity floating around on the planet right now. And so I was guided to do this special meditation to be of service to other people in a new way, for them to let go of the insecurity, to let go of the doubts and fears, and for them to really step into that confidence. And the reason being is because since we are on the path to ascension, right, we cannot take the baggage with us. We have to transmute, transform, and let go of what no longer serves us. Whatever is weighing you down, be done with it. Because as we move through fourth density energy now, because this is where we are, we're still in the beginning of fourth D energy. And as we hit this energy, we are being asked to let go of what no longer serves us, because as we arrive into fifth D, which will be a few years from now, we will be in the energy of unconditional love. And in the energy of unconditional love, we can't have that energy with us. So now is the shedding period, people. So if there's, a space where you're feeling uncomfortable, or doubts or fears or what have you, anything that's, making you feel uneasy, is because we're in the shedding period.
Okay, right on. Okay. Those links again, check them out on ascendedmasters.store. You'll see Hillis's courses there. Go and check out what's going on here with the ASEA phenomenon. Click contact everything there. You guys, listen, it's a crazy time ahead of us. We need to be prepared. That's going to be the definition of success, when preparation and opportunity meet. You know what I mean? That's when we get the good luck there. So be prepared. You have to be prepared. And most importantly, staying vibrating at that very high place. This will most certainly help you do it, from my experience. Much love to you, my brother. Thanks for sharing your experience with us. It's always good. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out with us. And we'll see you all next time. All right. Much love and much health.
Thank you, AJ.
Yeah, anytime, brother. Of course.